Hi, this is Jessie Burr with Maratalk, and I'm here with Doug Bourgeois, Managing Director of Federal Technology Strategy and Architecture at Deloitte. Doug, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So today we're going to be talking data centers, and my first question for you is, what are some of the things that you and Deloitte are working on in the data center space?
There's quite a few things that we're working on in the data center space, and it generally comes in two flavors. First is for our clients who are really eager to get out of the data center business. We really are focusing on helping our clients really think through both the technical and the organizational aspects of that, helping them plan for that transition and successfully execute that migration, both technically and from an organizational human capital process perspective. And then there's another set of clients who are more focused on their internal data centers. They do want to consolidate within them. They want to make them more effective and more efficient, and maybe go a little more slowly into external models like the cloud. And so we help them make their data centers more cloud-like, more automated, and more effective and more efficient, but also help them plan for their more gradual transition to external cloud services.
And are there any data center optimization strategies that you think agencies aren't taking advantage of and should be?
Oh, definitely. And we have several examples where we advise our clients to take advantage of a particular approach, which seems fundamental, but many federal agencies aren't, which is to have a vision, a strategy, and a plan. And I think that a lot of federal agencies think data center transformation or data center optimization is maybe more of a tactical kind of initiative, so they don't engage at the strategy level, and it becomes actually a sub-optimizing kind of an approach. So, as an example, we have a client whose vision is to get out of the data center business entirely, and that means that they need to have a strategy for what their architectural environment is going to look like when all of the things that are running in their data center now end up in some other location. And there's usually, because of the complexity and the diversity of all that, it ends up being more than one, right? So need a strategy for that, and then a thorough plan to go through all of the things, the budget, the schedule, the human capital implications, and the technology transformation necessary to successfully carry that out and manage the risk, so that you don't do anything negative to the mission of the organization while you're going through that transition.
And what would you say is the most interesting or innovative optimization effort that you've seen undertaken?
Well, I'm not at liberty to say specifically what clients that is, but we have several that we're working with. Some in, let's say, in Homeland Security, for example, where we're doing some really innovative things, but also some in the intelligence community and in the Commerce Department. All of these we have examples of we're doing some really innovative things. So I won't talk specifically to either one of those, but as I was talking about, the migration to the cloud and optimizing the data center environment really requires, as an example, a thorough engineering and suitability assessment of the entire portfolio. Okay, so that is a best practice, and this is what we recommend and we help these clients do. When they complete that, it really helps them understand the sequencing of their applications, which ones can be lifted and shifted really easy to the cloud, which ones need to be replatformed and modified in some way, which really need to be refactored, rewritten in some ways, and most importantly, the opportunity to optimize the application portfolio and even retire some things so that it's not, when your footprint on the other side of this transformation is smaller than it was when you started.
Mm-hmm. And finally, a popular idea that I've been hearing a lot about is you need to know what you have before you know what you need. Are you seeing that agencies are adopting this kind of mindset, and how far along in that process are they?
I see there's an increasing awareness of that. I think, unfortunately, there's still not a full and comprehensive understanding across the government of what that entails. And I think that people are, you know what you know, and that's kind of what you start with. And I think people are used to thinking about understanding their environment better from a configuration management database perspective, the old CMDB. So, and that's not bad at all, but I think they need to expand that thinking to a broader enterprise architecture type of an approach, and think through the configurations, but also think through the different layers of the architecture and transforming those to a services-based model, because ultimately what the cloud is really about, it's not about technology as much as it is about services. And there's more of a shift required than just the bits and bytes being the same on the other side. So it's a little bit, I think people are getting there, but it's a more thorough engineering and suitability assessment coupled with a services model as the target state, and then planning and executing that transition.
Interesting. Well, Doug, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me.
Thank you.
And once again, this is Jessie Burr with Meritalk, and thank you guys for watching.